What's up, guys? Top 7 crypto to buy or look into for September 2023. I'm sorry if you hear an echo. My mics died again. They don't work anymore. I went through like 8 mics. It's very hard finding a good mic for my phone. All the good microphones seem to be for laptops or cameras. So I am in search for a new microphone. So I apologize for the inconvenience. But on the plus side, at least you're not going to hear any popping noises for the other microphones. So keep in mind, I'm coming out with a micro cap video as well, a low cap video. So if you don't see a crypto on here, like I always say in these videos, stay tuned. So the first one's going to be Ethereum. If you think Bitcoin is too expensive, if you're still looking for a safe 5x at minimum, I think Ethereum's definitely worth looking into at this price, $1,700 or $1,600. I see Ethereum minimum getting to around 10K this bull cycle, at least 8 to 9K. But I think more like 10K around this bull cycle is definitely in the cards for Ethereum. A reason why I believe that is because their tokenomics are getting even better. They're going to be fully deflationary. They already are deflationary, but I'm talking about once the bull cycle takes place, like the real bull cycle, we see Bitcoin break 40, 45K, and we see altcoins truly rally. You're going to see the transactional volume for Ethereum on their ledger grow like this as well. And every single transaction they have is going to be burned. So in essence, this 120 million supply, which used to be 123 million, is only going to keep going further down. So don't be surprised if this bull cycle, Ethereum's total supply drops below 100 million. And when you're talking about the price dropping and the activity rising, and obviously Ethereum just growing itself as an ecosystem, I see massive price action for Ethereum. You know, at some point we might be in that conversation is, can Ethereum be a store of value? If it ever gets to below 50 million someday, which is likely, guys, it's possible Ethereum could get in that conversation. And when we talk about a crypto, a layer 1 that's as massive as Ethereum is, that has utility like Ethereum, that's fully deflationary, that is scary price action. So if you're looking at Ethereum, because Bitcoin is too expensive for you, and maybe you don't want a 3-4x on Bitcoin, but you want a 5+x on Ethereum, I think looking at Ethereum for this bull cycle, for this month especially, is definitely a good entry point. I think $1,700, you know, especially when it went to almost 5K last bull cycle, I saw it happen live. I think this is a great entry, and you'll be seeing a lot of people saying, you know, next year, I remember the days when Ethereum was below $2,000. So definitely a good entry. And just to pull it up on ultrasound money, I want to show you guys how much is getting burned before we move on to the next one. So in the last 7 days, in the last week, there was 15,214 Ethereum issued, right? That's their inflation. And they have 15,788 burned. They have more burned than more issued in circulation. And this is during this time. During a bear market, accumulation cycle, whatever you think we're in. I think we're in a bear market personally. Now imagine these statistics in a bull cycle. If the rate burned is already exceeding the net issuance, imagine what's going to happen. And then look at Ethereum's price. Where do you think it's going to go? Crazy price potential for Ethereum. Number 2, Caspa. I had someone respond to a comment on one of my last Caspa videos. He's like, hey John, how do you feel about my prediction now saying Caspa is going to 3 cents? I said, well, I'm still waiting for it to hit. I'm still waiting. It got to 3 cents 22, and now it looks like it's stabilizing around a 3.5 cent mark. I'm not saying it's going to hit this guy's 3 cent mark prediction. What I'm saying is he's chancing everything if he does not have an investment to Caspa yet, the initial investment, on it hitting 3 cents. And not even just hitting 3 cents. Is he actually going to buy it at 3 cents? Or is he going to become too greedy and say, it's going lower, it's going to 2.5 cents? Right now, we're seeing a nice dip in Caspa. If you click the week chart, it's down 17%. This is a great time to be looking at it, especially if you feel like you missed it when I got into it, which is below a penny and a half. It's still a 700 million market cap. They have 71% of their 28.7 billion in circulating supply, which means minimal inflation, only a 29% inflation rate, which has a pre-emission schedule. There's no team to dump the supply, to dump the price. This to me is one of the best projects, if not the best cryptos out there in the market today. It's a proof of work block DAG. Why is that so important? Because it has all the decentralization and security properties that proof of work consensus provides with tech that is scalable and on par with proof of stake cryptos. So you're talking about a better consensus with scalable tech to match and even exceed proof of stake cryptos that are already scalable that do not have security, or at least the security levels of the proof of work consensus, and not to mention the decentralization factor that proof of work provides, with one of the smartest, well-respected computer engineers in this space, Jonathan Sampolinsky, a first hand in the white paper for Ethereum. And funny enough, I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers who hated on me, who said, oh, this guy's covering Caspa too much. Caspa's not going to 100x. Caspa's a bad investment. Caspa might get to 50 cents tops. And now those same YouTubers are saying, it's the best investment. It's going to 100x. It's so funny how this happens, guys. People will hate you. They will disagree with you until the action speaks for itself. What did I say in almost every Caspa video? That it'll walk the walk and speak for itself, right? You're probably going to see some haters right now say, oh, it's going to zero, it's going to a penny. But the ones who've been researching it, who've been following it, who've been studying it, they know this is a deal of a lifetime, or it's becoming a second coming of a deal of a lifetime. And they know this crypto is going to fly. And maybe they're upset that they didn't initially see this, but now that they did, they're finally starting to come to the light. And do not be surprised if Caspa blows up to $1 minimum and gets to around $3. Cardano's previous all-time high last bull cycle, which for Caspa would be around a 60 billion market cap. Definitely doable, especially if Bitcoin itself crosses over a 2 trillion market cap. And let's not forget, it still has yet to get listed on tier 1 exchange like Kraken, Gemini, Crypto.com, Binance, Coinbase. That can happen at any moment. I think Kraken personally is next, and then Gemini. So we have a lot of catalysts that can take place for Caspa. Definitely worth looking into for September 2023. Number 3, HBAR, price just above 5.5 cents. If you were trading this and made some good gains, kudos to you. They had some recent bullish news with Fed now. They have a 66% of their 50 billion coin cap in circulation, which is 33.1 billion. They are reducing their inflation right in time for the bull cycle. By the time the Bitcoin halving even takes place, they're probably going to have 70+% in circulation. So you're talking about a crypto that has solid utility, being used to a high extent. Their ledger just crossed over 18 billion transactions. They are literally a monster at transacting, with innovative, scalable, first of its kind tech, with 28 massive companies on their governing council. And this crypto that is working with enterprises and banks is priced at 5.5 cents. Previous all-time high was almost 50 cents. I see HBAR minimum 20x from here. I'm more conservative and say $1, $1.50, but if we have a blow off top, it can definitely hit $2. I mean, the supply is pretty similar to Cardano, only 5 billion more. It's different tech. They have a great team, have good connections in this space, and even though HBAR Hedera doesn't market very well, their governing council just keeps on growing because these companies know that Hedera HBAR, which is built for the future, their slogan is not random. They're carbon negative, so you're not going to see all these climate activists say, oh, it's bad for the environment. It's got a fixed fee structure, which draws in businesses. It gives them an incentive to use the ledger to a high extent, hence why we see all these transactions month to month. And with tech that right now is sort of outcompeting blockchain. It's scalable while remaining secure. Their gossip protocol is a lot better than blockchains that have to work in succession. Because the hash graph consensus makes the nodes disseminate information in a randomized manner, it infinitely brings this scalability to Hedera that we don't yet see with blockchain technology. Blockchains, because they work in succession, if they get a transaction they don't want to pass, they have to reject it. And if they have any issues with rejecting the transaction, they have to either fork the blockchain and thus erase the history, which Hashgraph doesn't have that option, or they have to shut down the network, which Solana has done in the past when they had numerous bots overload their ledgers. So Hashgraph, to me, whether you think it's going to outcompete or outpace blockchain, regardless, it's different tech. I'm here for the tech. I love what they're trying to do, and I think there's no single ledger out there right now that can compete with Hedera when it comes to enterprise adoption. Hence why I think it's a great buy for September 2023. Number 4, Quant, QNT, at a stable $100, $102. The interoperable crypto that I think is going to absolutely rip it this bull cycle has ripped it in the bear market. I think it's only a matter of time before we see another rip. It's a 1.2 billion market cap with utility that should be over 100 billion market cap and probably will be over 100 billion market cap in due time. Quant, I am super bullish on. It has a 14.8 million coin cap. They have over 80% in circulation. Good tokenomics. They don't have a large ICO to the team. They have most of it distributed to the public for public sale, which is great when it comes to creating a decentralized marketplace. They have good connections. Yes, they're working with CDBCs, but when it comes to connecting with banks, working with banks, and being the go-to overledger backbone for the ISO banker coins to work together in mass volume, this is where I see a lot of price action potential for Quant. Interconnectability between different ledgers, mitigating weaknesses and highlighting strengths, giving developers the option and flexibility to be more versatile and go back and forth in each ledger, giving retail and clients the option to use each ledger for their own benefit while mitigating the weaknesses of ledgers if they were by themselves. That is huge utility you cannot ignore. And when it comes to the ISO cryptos, I personally think Quant is the best one, second to none. I think $100, which is roughly a 4.5x down, is a massive discount for Quant, especially if you missed it at $40. I understand $40 is a great discount. It's 2.5x up, but the all-time high previously was 428, and I think Quant minimum is going to get to $1,000, and that's ultra conservative. $1,000, which is a 10x from here, would put it at roughly a 15 billion market cap. That is nothing. Like I said before, if Bitcoin reaches 2 trillion market cap, which will put it at 110K, do you not think Quant can reach 15 billion or 30 billion or even 50 billion market cap with the utility it has, with the connections they have? It's definitely possible. And to get to a 30 to a 50 billion market cap would put Quant at $2,000 to $3,000 this bull cycle, which would be a 20 to a 30x. I think Quant personally is going to shock the market again this bull cycle, just like it did in the last bear market, which is why I think it's an awesome buy for this month. Number 5, XDC, which is ripping it again. It ripped it recently, and it just every so often just keeps going up. XDC, which has an 823 million market cap, just under 6 cents. The total supply for XDC is 37.7 billion. So they have roughly a third of it in circulating supply. So it does have high inflation, which is why you got to be careful, especially when it comes to the team selling on you. In terms of utility, they're working with the global trade market, which is over $19 trillion. That's a lot of money to be utilizing XDC. And XDC itself is interoperable, especially with the smart contracts. So it's different than Quant. Quant is trying to connect DLTs and ledgers. XDC could be used on different ledgers. So it's an interoperable crypto itself. It's also ISO compliant. And it also has yet to be listed on Coinbase and a lot of top exchanges. Right now, you can get it on Uphold if you're from the US. But XDC, I think this bull cycle is going to be listed on Coinbase. And when that happens, you're going to see this. And XDC already has a bull chart. So the all-time high was 19 cents, August of 2021. So it's only down roughly a 3x from all-time high. That's very good price action when you look at the chart. Quant is over a 4x down. So XDC to have a smaller market cap than Quant and only be roughly a 3x down, that is saying a lot for XDC. I would not be surprised if XDC blows up and reaches $1.50, $2 this bull cycle. And again, this is a highly connected crypto like the others on this list. XDC is working with the global trade market. Would not be surprised if XDC surprises many people. It already surprised me. It probably surprised you, especially if you saw it sub 3 cents not too long ago and you saw it fly to 8, 9, 10 cents. XDC is definitely showing us what it can do, and I think for September 2023, it's definitely worth looking into, or at the very least, add into your watch list. Number 6, Cardano ADA, which is getting close to a new 1-year low. Their 1-year low was 23 cents, and right before this rally because of Bitcoin, it was 26 cents. So if you're looking at Cardano, even below 30 cents to me is an amazing discount, a great steal. Carlos recently spoke in Toronto. They had a blockchain conference, and this guy's one of the most influential people in the space. He's the co-founder of Ethereum, so he has all the backbone knowledge of what Ethereum has that made it so bullish, but also what Ethereum lacked and what he can apply fundamentally to improve Cardano, which is what he's trying to do, by the way, make it a third generation, the next generation Ethereum. And at 28 cents, it has, just under a 10 billion market cap. They have 78% of their 45 billion coin cap in circulating supply. So the inflation is just over 20%. Pretty minimal. Last all-time high was over $3. This bull cycle, I see Cardano getting to $4 minimum. Talking about a 13, 14x from here, if my math is correct. So I think Cardano is still one of the safer investments. You're not going to turn it into 1,000x, 100x. But when it comes to stability, when it comes to a safety net, and Charles, I believe, is going to put Cardano on the right path at some point. I know right now he gets a lot of hate because everyone says he's all just talk and that he's not doing anything. I do believe it's only a matter of time before Cardano starts highlighting what it's been doing. They have come out with some stable coins, some tokens. They are integrated with the metaverse. They are doing some things behind the scenes that isn't always highlighted to the masses. I do see some growth in their ecosystem, and I think Cardano at this price, 28 cents, this is a massive discount. I remember seeing this last bull cycle when I touched base at $3.10, and I'm like, damn, I missed Cardano when it was sub a quarter. And now we're seeing that discount again. And I guarantee you, most people are not looking at ADA and saying, this is a great entry. They're running away from this bag. They're running away and they're selling at a loss. And Cardano is a great example of a beat up, discounted utility crypto that I believe could net you some very good gains this bull cycle, which is why I believe at this price, an amazing entry, a great discount to be looking at for September 2023. And number 7, Stellar or XLM, priced at 12 cents. I think this is an amazing discount to be looking at it. Previous all-time high was 94 cents, 3.4 billion market cap. They now have 55% of their 50 billion coin cap in circulation, which puts it at 27.4 billion. 45% inflation rate. Previous all-time high was 94 cents. They had the chains taken off them, even though it was never put on them. But because they're so closely tied and related to XRP, XRP really helped them shoot up in the past couple months. And now that I'm seeing a dip down, which reflects in the month chart, it's down 23%. I think this is a great time to be looking at Stellar, especially if you missed these pumps of, to 16 cents when it was sub 10 cents. I bought a decent bag of Stellar when it was below 10 cents, below 9 cents, below 8 cents. And I'm up a pretty decent amount right now, even with this dip down. But if you missed that discount, this is a second coming of a discount, like I said on many cryptos for this list. I think Stellar, this bull cycle, is going to at least 10x from here, which would be around $1.20, $1.25. And I actually think around $1.50, upwards of $2 is possible this bull cycle, even though I put it more at $1.50 range. Stellar was held back for so long, and it was suppressed for so long, that I think you're going to see a lot of FOMO kick in for Stellar. And the reason why I have Stellar on this list is because it only has a 50 billion coin cap compared to its cousin XRP, which has a 100 billion coin cap. And if you agree with me that market cap does matter when it comes to price action, looking at Stellar at 12 cents, especially a 3.4 billion market cap, getting to a 10x with the current circulating supply would put it at roughly a 34 billion market cap, which in my opinion is definitely doable for this bull cycle. Like I said, I expect a utility-based run happening this bull cycle. I expect Bitcoin to hit at least 2 trillion in market cap. For Stellar, which is for the people, a cross-border payment solution, to be at a 34 billion market cap, to me is extremely doable, which is why I believe looking at it right now for September 2023 at 12 cents is definitely worth your time. By the way, if you want to reach out to me, talk to me, see how crypto I'm buying, selling, trading, or join a like-minded support group of both beginner and advanced investors or own sharks, feel free to join my Patreon and Discord. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments down below. It would be awesome to see you there. Anyways, these are my top 7 crypto that I think you should look into for September 2023. Do you hold any of these crypto? And if so, which one of these right now are you most bullish on for this bull cycle? Drop your comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.